We are recording. Okay. So if you will just start by telling us who you are, where you're from, all that good stuff, so we can get a feel for who you are if people don't know.
Okay. Let me get my life situated here. Okay. I have to make myself the big box because otherwise I look at everyone and I get really awkward. Okay. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Asia Stone. I am a double diamond. I live in Connecticut. And I joined this business. Saturday will be 4 years since I joined. So crazy. Like most people, I got started off. I was looking to just make an extra few $100s a month. I had just started working full time as a hairstylist. And I just was struggling, driving the struggle bus. My student loans were starting to come in, and I was not able to make my car payments. My mom was paying my car payment for me, so my car didn't get repossessed, and I was living at home and just hot mess express. So I joined just wanting to make an extra $330 a month to cover my car payment, and that was it. I saw this girl that I grew up with posting about the hair, skin, and nails. I was a hairdresser, so I immediately was intrigued about it. I reached out to her. She told me about how, she joined and she was going to be earning, this $1,000 bonus. There was $1,000 Ruby bonus at the time. She said she was going to be earning this bonus and she's going to be making an extra $500 a month. And I was like, okay. So I thought about it 2 days. And then I was like, whatever, just sign me up. So I put my kit on a maxed out credit card. And I signed up and I ordered the hair, skin, and nails with my kit. And I got super awesome results right away from that and from the wrap. So I kind of just took off from there, sharing my own personal results with people. And I joined in May. I went Ruby in July, earned the $1,000 bonus. And then I kind of sat there for a while. So I started dating my now husband that July, that month that I had went Ruby. And I never really saw past that, $500, that was awesome. I got my first Ruby check, and with the way that the bonus was paid out, it was split out 500 and 500. So my third check that I got from the company was over $1,000. I had really high volume as a Ruby. I had a Ruby under me. So I was made over $1,000. I paid off 2 credit cards that month, and I was like, this is great. I started dating my husband, Jamie, and he has 3 kids. So I was coming out to his house a lot. And I was driving from here to the salon that I was working at, which was over an hour commute. So I was commuting 2 hours a day to and from work, because we moved in together after a month. So I was commuting from here to the salon 2 hours every day. I was working every Saturday and Sunday, and I was working 2 nights a week. So I felt I was missing out on a lot of family time that was happening here, which sucked because I had just become part of this family essentially. And I wasn't around when, Jay was out of work. So that sucked. So I got a job out closer to home. And I hated it. I hated the salon that I was at. The girls were super catty. It just wasn't my kind of vibe. It wasn't my environment. I hated it. I would cry before I went into work. And it was 2 weeks before Christmas, and I went into work, and the manager pulled me in the office, and she was like, I just don't think that you're the right fit for this salon, and I need you to go clean out your station and go home. And I was like, awesome. So it's 2 weeks before Christmas. I just lost my job. I moved out of my mom's house. So I have big girl bills now. And I have no income. And I was maintaining Ruby, but I wasn't really pushing my business. I mean, I kind of just I would enroll a couple customers here and there, but I wasn't actively going hard with my business. I just was whatever. I was bringing in an extra $500. It was just kind of happening. I had girls under me working, so I was whatever. Um, and I called Jamie and I was like super upset and I was crying and he was like, it's fine. He's like, everyone's talking about how conference is next month. And this was like my first time coming into like a conference season or like a boom season because I had joined like towards the end of May. So like I had missed all the momentum from the beginning of that year. And he was like, sign me up as a distributor, like, and like give your business 6 months. And if you're not like where in a place where like we're okay financially, then like you go back to work. So I was like, okay. I signed him up as a distributor. By the end of December, I had promoted him to executive. In January, I promoted him to Ruby, and I took my account to Emerald. And 2 months later, in March, I went Diamond, and he went Emerald, and we earned $22,000 in get out of debt bonuses. And it was crazy. And that's really when like everything changed for me, and I was just like, holy crap, like you can make a lot of money with this company. And since then, we got engaged. We were able to pay cash for my dream ring, which I don't have right now. It's getting sized. And we paid cash for our wedding. Like we didn't have any help from like our family or anything. We did that on our own. He got a new SUV. I got a new SUV. Like our kids are in sports. I'm off of state insurance. I don't get food stamps anymore. Like I don't have to rely on that. And I've been home full time for over 3 years now. I had my son last May. We found out we were pregnant a week after our wedding. I had my son last May. He just turned 1 on Saturday. And I've been there for his entire life. A month after he was born, I promoted to double diamond, earned another $10,000 bonus. And next month we're closing on our dream house. We just bought a beautiful 3,000 square foot house on an acre and a half with an in-ground pool. And it is like 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, like literally so amazing. And it's really because of this business, like there's nowhere else that I would be able to make the money that I'm making and be home with my family all the time, So it's just really been like, it's been an awesome journey so far. I'm pushing for triple this month. So yeah.
That is so awesome. Okay. I've never heard like your full story. So, okay. So when you started, you were working full time. You have 3 stepkids. You've gotten married. You got pregnant. You had a newborn. You're moving. Okay, so you've been like super, super busy like forever the whole time.
Oh yeah.
So
yes.
That is like the number one thing that I hear from people, like why they don't work like they should because they don't have time. Blah blah blah. So can you talk about that and how you have always fit this into just the ebbs and flows of your crazy life?
Okay, so like even when I first started, so I was working full time, right? And then like I was in a brand new relationship. And so like you guys know how it is when you get into a new relationship and you're like spending all your time with this person and you know what I mean? It's just like exciting and new and whatever. And I was working in the salon and like, there are some people that are able to like be on their phones while they're at work. When you're doing hair, you cannot be on your phone and you're in the middle of foiling someone's 7,000 pounds of hair and you're literally foiling them for an hour and a half. Like you cannot be checking your phone. So literally like any chance that I could get into the bathroom and send out some messages or answer some messages, I did that. Dude, I peed like all the time. Like they must have thought something was wrong with me because I was like, if I was in between clients, I was in the bathroom. Like I was in the bathroom, I was texting, I was messaging people, I was putting up posts. And this is back when like, when I first started, like we didn't work the way that we work now. Like the algorithms were totally different. So
we posted 17 times a day, literally.
Literally, like we did the 3-3 rule every single day. 3 business posts and 3 life posts. Like 3 product posts, 3 business posts every day, no matter what, like posting literally 6 times a day. Okay, we didn't have Instagram stories and things were just like so different. Like host to post weren't a thing. Like it was just like, okay. So the way we worked our business was totally different. So I was literally like putting up posts and like, doing all this stuff. And like, mind you, like I was driving an hour to work and an hour home. every day. So those 2 hours a day I was spending in the car that I couldn't be on my phone. Really, it was just about like making sacrifices. Like I saw that goal. I was like, okay, like basically my enroller was like, here's a Ruby chart, fill this out with the distributors, and then like get all these people 400 in volume. And she was brand new, and our her enroller, who's Taylor Vavra, she was like pretty new too, and we didn't have all these like awesome groups that we have now and stuff. It was literally like ignorance on fire, like get on YouTube. Like literally my enroller enrolled like 2 weeks before me, and she was like, okay, get on YouTube and look up Jade Hooper and just watch her videos. And literally like that's how I learned how to work my business. Like sealing the deal video for loyal customers, and like how to go Ruby part 1 and part 2.
Yep. I joined in July 2015, so basically like the same time, and literally taught myself.
Yeah, those were the videos. It was like going Ruby part 1, going Ruby part 2. And it was like Jade with her green hair and her braces.
Yep.
In her like old house.
Yep.
So funny. So I literally just watched those videos, and I was like, okay, like this is what I need to do. This is how I'm going to earn $1,000 bonus. And I just did it. Like, it wasn't like a matter of like, am I going to be able to do this? Like, it was literally ignorance on fire and just excitement. It was just linking up with the couple of people that I had on my team and working with them and just like being excited together. It was like me and 2 other girls. And then I enrolled my mom as a distributor for my 3rd box, and I built her leg to 400 because I was like, I'm getting this $1,000 bonus. There was nothing stopping me. It was like, okay, I'm going to be making $500 a month for my phone, and I'm getting $1,000 bonus. I can pay off my Victoria's Secret credit card that I've literally been paying $25 a month on for the last 17 months. And like, that was it. Like that, I was doing it. So it was like, literally, I watched all of Jade's videos on YouTube. That's 100% how I learned how to work my business.
Mm-hmm.
Jade Hooper YouTube videos. So like everyone, like, I think it's so funny when people are like, you know, complaining, they're like, oh, like, I don't know what to do. And it's like, dude, when I started, I didn't have people to send screenshots to. Like, I had to have my own jacked up conversations. Like, I said all the wrong things to people. And like, that's the thing. You can't say the wrong thing to the right person. And like, I mean, I had horrible conversations. I look back at my memories when my memories come up, and I see things that I used to post, and I'm like, oh God, I do that. That is
it's so just painful, right?
It's like body wrap, like green sparkles, and I'm like, oh God. Oh, it was so cringy. But like, so I was just like, you know, but I just did it. I had the goal, and I was like, okay, this is what I'm doing. And it was the same exact thing, you know, a few months later when I had lost my job, and it was like, okay, like I have to make this business work. Like, I'm either going to make it work, I'm going to go back to work. And once I got that taste of like being at home, I was like, okay, like I don't really want to go back to work. So like, I'm going to make this business work. And like I said, I enrolled Jamie at the middle of December. And by the end of January, I had promoted him to Ruby. Like I did that, you know what I mean? And, you know, 2 months later, then I took his account to Emerald, and it was just having that clear vision of like, okay, like this is my goal. This is what I'm going to do. And like, I'm not going to let like sports and the kids' schedules and like anything else, like it just was what it was. Like I was doing it. There was nothing that was stopping me. I didn't care who was coming with me and who wasn't. The people that wanted to work could work, and let's do it. But like, I was getting it done. I was earning that $20,000 bonus. Like that was happening, and I was like, I'm doing it, and I did it. I think when people say like that they don't have time, like for me, and I'm super red, so like this comes off like, but like for me, like for you saying you're busy, like it's literally just an excuse. Like you can wake up a half an hour earlier, you can go to bed a half an hour later. When okay, so just like for instance, when I was going double, so I had my son in May, and June 1st, Mark was like, extended the bonuses last year. He was like, I'm extending the rank up bonuses, like $10,000 if you go double. And I was like, dude, like this is my month, I'm doing it. And I literally, like, we promoted like a dead Emerald leg to do this because I was like, I'm doing this. There was like 3 girls that were pushing and I'm like, heck yeah, like let's do it. And I teamed up with my Emerald and I'm like, we're just getting this done. And we literally, I had a newborn like infant that was nursing 24/7. Like Jamie blew his back out, literally could not stand up for a week and a half. It was like just me, like taking care of all the kids, and like they were like getting out of school, so it was like crazy chaos here. He couldn't freaking stand. I had to like literally like sponge bathe him in the bathtub. Like he had to like crawl to the bathtub. It took like an hour to get from the bed to the bathroom. And this went on for like a week with a newborn baby. And literally like we were up, me and my Emerald were up till like 4 o'clock in the morning on Zoom, just messaging people, like eyes bloodshot, bags, like not showered, disgusting. Like we were just getting it done. Like we were willing to make the sacrifices. And that's like the biggest thing. And I can tell anyone is like, if you want this bad enough, if you want to be successful at this, if you want to change your life and you're hungry enough to make it happen, you will make whatever sacrifices that you have to make to do it. And if you're not willing to make them, then you just don't want it that bad. It's just not that important to you. And that's really what it comes down to. Because you are the only person that's stopping yourself. It's not your team. It's not your upline. It's not the people on your Instagram. It's not your Facebook friends. It's you. You're the only person that's getting in the way from where you are and where you want to go. You're the only person that's stopping you. You have 100% control over it. So like, if it's important, just do it. Make the sacrifices now so that you can have a better life later.
That's so good. Yes. Okay. So what do you say to people on your team then who, which we hear this from new people a lot, obviously. So if somebody comes to you and they're like, no one wants this, I can't get customers, I can't get distributors, you're very red. So what's your response to that?
So usually I'm like, okay, so like how many people did you message? And be like, oh my God, I messaged so many. And I'll be like, okay, how many do you think that you messaged? Like 10, 15? Yeah, about that. Okay, well, I want you to go message 50 more. And literally, I'll give them a message and I'll say, go on your Facebook right now, open up your messenger, and every single person who's active right now, send this message to them. Don't stop to respond to anyone. Just go send this to at least 50 people who are active right now. And then when you start getting responses, after you're done sending out 50 messages, then send me screenshots and I'll walk you through your conversations, because you messaging 10 people isn't going to do anything. Mm-hmm. Also, like, dude, like I made my mom be my first customer. Like I was like, give me your debit card. Like I'm signing up for hair, skin, and nails. You know, I have like a system to getting my new distributor started. And, you know, it's probably similar to what you do, but like I have people messaging right away, like getting up their first post right away, introducing themselves into like getting into, you know, that they just started a new business and, you know, that they're looking for people that want to team up with them, make an extra $500 a month. Or, you know, people that are looking to like lose weight or looking for like beauty products, like grow out their hair, usually something like that. It's like lose weight or grow their hair out. And I have them put that up like right away. And then I've also been having my new people reach out for host to post. So if they're like nervous about, you know, asking their family, you know, to order from them, especially with like extended family, like there are certain extended family that I would never like reach out to and ask them to order for me, because like I already know like they're just salty as like I know that they won't, you know. Like I've tried, so now I just ask those people to like host a post for me. So the people that are telling them like, you know, no, they don't have the money or they're just not interested in the products, like offer them a host a post. Like this month our team, like me, Chrissy Sanderson, Gabby, Sarah Dente, Whitney, like all of us we all have a team page together. And this month we just asked everyone to chip in whatever they wanted to go towards a host to post giveaway. And we got together $450. So we're doing a $450 cash giveaway for host to post this month, you know? So offer that to people if they don't want to buy the products. Like don't just take no as the only answer. Like there's always something else. And then I think that's another thing is that people like, they don't want to, like, as soon as someone is like, like, I don't know if I'm interested, like, instead of sending a screenshot and letting you try to like, because for me, if someone tells me no, like I always ask them why. Like I'm always like, I'm just curious, like what, like why? Because the way that I word my message is like, the end of it says something like, would you be open to some more info, or like something like that. It's not being like, will you order from, you know what I mean? It's like, are you open to hearing some more info? So I think that that's like a less abrasive way to come off. So that way, like, you know, who's like, hearing info isn't going to hurt anyone. Like, it's not going to cost you money. It's not going to cost, you know what I mean? Like, just be open to hearing it. So I always say, like, even if people are telling you no, send a screenshot, because these people might not know like what you're selling. I mean, for instance, like one of my girls, she turned a flat out no into an on the spot sale because the girl thought that we just sold weight loss products. And she wound up ordering hair, skin, and nails on the spot off someone that straight up told her like dead no to her initial message. And when she asked why and was able to get further into the conversation, get this girl to open up about why she thought she wasn't interested. She thought she wasn't interested because she thought we were selling just weight loss products. No, we have something for everyone, which I love about our company, because it doesn't matter if you're old, young, male, female, skinny, fat, like it doesn't matter, you know. We have something for everybody, which I totally love. So we have just such a wide market, you know what I mean? So yeah, I just am like very much like, dude, like send out more messages. Like you messaged 10 people. You did not reach out to a lot of people.
Yeah, like we literally
more than 10 contacts in your phone. I was listening to something and it was saying how like the average person knows 200 people or something like that. So like that's 200 people you can reach out to.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not trying to be loud. You know I get fired up when I do my Zoom.
So is Host to Post like your jam? Is that what you mostly do, or are you an Instagram person too?
Okay, so I used to be like totally Instagram. Like I was like Instagram. I never built Facebook. Like I don't even have 2,000 friends on Facebook. And then last month I was like, okay, I need like 7,000 GV for triple. Like I'm promoting my mom as my third leg because I like want her to be able to retire from her job this year. So I'm building her to triple for my ambassador chart. So she can quit her job. Again, something that's totally possible because of this company. There's no other place I'd be able to do that. And I'm like, okay, like I have to get up Host to Post. So for me, like when it comes to time that it's like a promotion month, I'm not just going to put all my eggs in one basket. Like I'm everywhere. I'm reaching out to people on my phone. I'm reaching out to old customers. I'm reaching out to customers under distributors who are canceled in my eSuite, asking them if they would want to re-enroll. I am getting up Host to Post. I'm messaging on Facebook. I'm messaging on Instagram. My husband is messaging people in his phone. He is messaging people on his Instagram. He's messaging on his Facebook for Host to Post. Like we are doing everything so that at the end of the month, we know like there's nothing else we could have possibly done that month. Like we did it all.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm very like, I watch a lot of training. So if you guys are not like constantly on YouTube, you know, like for me, for personal development, I don't really like listening to, like inspirational videos on YouTube. Like those don't do it for me. So I'd rather read a book or listen to an Audible, specifically something that like I need to hear at that moment for like whatever my self-doubt is. So I have like 3 different books going on my Audible right now, and it's just whatever I need to hear that day, that's what I'm listening to. So when I'm on YouTube, I'm watching training videos, things that are working for other people. Like if there's 5 people that have videos up on YouTube right now interviewing people that are enrolling 5,000 BV a month from Host to Post, you bet your ass like I'm going to be watching those videos because there's all these people that are. So I got really into Host to Post last month, and I literally 156 BV orders on the spot, like every time. It's like my favorite way to pull in volume now. I don't love messaging. It's not like my favorite thing to do. Like I'll do it if I have to, but like I try to make my posts and my stories so that people come to me. I try to utilize more of like attraction marketing. I do message, but it's just like not my fave. So with Host to Post, it's great because you have these people that are putting up like a referral for you, and automatically the people that are friends with this person are going to trust you to talk to you because their friend is vouching for you, right? Their friend is saying, hey, my friend so-and-so is, you know, looking for people who would want to participate in this, or like whatever, however you word it. Those people already have some kind of trust in you because their friend vouched for you, right? So, and then it's also like not a numbers game. Like the people that are commenting on it are interested. So your chances of getting someone to sign up on the spot or give you their info to put in their order, like, you know, on payday or whatever, are so much higher because you're only talking to people that are interested. You know, it's not just like messaging 100 people and seeing who's going to answer you and say like, yeah, I'm interested in info. It's like, you know, if you get a Host to Post that blows up with 20 comments, all 20 of those people are interested in hearing what you have to say. So the conversations just go a lot smoother. They already know like, you know, what you're going to be talking to them about because the post that they commented on says it. So I do a lot of ones for weight loss. So for me, like personally, after I had my son, I lost 52 pounds drinking the coffee and greens. So I have like my own corporate approved before and afters. So like I always share those when I'm having conversations with people to seal the deal. So whenever I have someone put up a Host to Post for me, it'll be like something super short, and I stay away from like trigger words that Facebook could block, like comment or I try like anything that like you would see over and over again, you know. So like the one that we're putting up is like my friend Asia is looking for, or my friend Asia is, let me find the one that I'm using right now. I like don't even remember because I have everything in my text replacement. Let me see exactly how we're wording it. Okay, so my friend Asia is looking for 8 people who need to lose 15 plus pounds. Who's in? Drop your favorite GIF with like the finger pointing down. So then I go in once they post that and I put 2 corporate approved before and after pictures for Triple Threat in there. And then people comment and I always type back to them. So like whenever this is just a real quick Host to Post training for you guys. So whenever somebody comments on your Host to Post, always add them as a friend. Don't just message them because they're not going to get your message. So I always add them as a friend and then I comment back to them and I say, I added you. And then as soon as they accept my friend request, that's when I go in and I send them a message and I say, hey, you know, I saw you commented on so-and-so's post. Like, what are your weight loss goals right now? And like, you know, how's your diet? Are you working out at all? And just kind of like get some general info. And then I'm either offering the Keto Coffee Greens and Cleanse or Keto Coffee Greens and Thermofade X. And then I send them the info and at the end I say, I personally lost 52 pounds last year on this combo. These are my results. And then I send my results and I say, how does this sound? And then they'll be like, oh my God, like, you know, she used the products and they worked for her. And then I like send them the pricing info and then I always get everyone's info and I sign them up on my eSuite. Like I literally like every time. So they agree to the price and I'm like, okay, awesome. I'm at my desk putting in an order right now. I can just grab your info and put yours in for you. And I'm very confident when I say that. So it comes off that way like, oh, this is totally normal. Mm-hmm. I send them the loyal customer sheet. It's got all the stuff that I need highlighted on it. I say, I just need the highlighted info. They send it to me and then I wait like 2 minutes and then I upsell them. I'll be like, oh, I just saw like we're running a huge special on our 2-day cleanse right now. You know, this is what it does. Do you want to add this in for only $36 this month? And then they're either just going to say yes or no. You know, like you already have their info. You already have the sale locked in. You have their credit card info. You're in the computer putting in their order. So literally they're either going to say yes or no. And a lot of the time they say yes. And if I had offered them the cleanse with their package, then I'll upsell them with the ThermoFight X and I'll sell that. But then that turns that into a 156 BV order. So one thing that I used to do a lot was like, I was always like Fat Fighters, HSN, not really cleanse, but like ThermoFight and Fat Fighters. Like, you know, like my orders were never more than like 65 BV. Like I rarely ever got like huge orders. And now all my orders are over 90 BV, like always. And it's really because I can confidently sell a month's supply of keto coffee and greens because of my results from it, because I know that it works. I watched what it did to my body after I had a baby. And I know that it would have taken me a lot longer to lose that baby weight if I wasn't drinking that every day in replacement of my breakfast. So I'm very confidently can sell that. So anyone who's new, I really encourage you guys to run your auto ship every month. I have run my auto ship every month since I started the business. I run an auto ship for me and for my husband every single month. We both use the products religiously. You know, I use all of our skincare. Like I literally use like everything. And being a product of the product is so important, and you are going to confidently close the deal and sign more customers by using the products yourself than you will by not. And like, I'm very like adamant about that. Like run your auto ship. It's so, so, so important to invest in yourself and be a product of the product. You wouldn't go to a restaurant and sit down and ask your waitress, what's your favorite thing to eat here? And if they were like, oh, I don't know, I don't eat here, you'd be like, okay, like gotta go. Like I'm not gonna eat here, you know? It's the same type of deal. So it's super, super, super important.
Okay, so I have a question about that. If you are brand new and you're working on getting your results, but you don't have them yet, or even if you, I don't know, say you join the business and you're like a fitness model and you don't have weight to lose or whatever, would you recommend sharing, you know, your results or someone else's results, or what would you suggest in that situation?
So like if you're super skinny already and have like a smoking hot bod, use your wraps that you get in the kit and take pictures, because they're going to tighten and tone you up. And there are skinny girl. I mean, like, shout out Chrissy Sanderson. I think you're on here still, but like she's super, super fit and like smoking hot bod. And she like wraps and uses a defining gel just to enhance her results that much more. And she can share that with people. And she makes videos of her putting on her wraps, and like people message her and order them because they're like, damn girl, like look at you go. You know, there's something, like I said, there's something for everyone.
Even like hair, skin, and nails, and you can upsell with like collagen or skincare or whatever.
Oh, I love that we have the collagen now because it's so huge. That's exactly the thing. Like, if you don't have your own personal before and afters right now, use someone else's. We have tons and tons of corporate approved before and afters, but have your own testimonies on the products. Like, you get product in your kit, use it. Like, when I talk to someone and they're like, oh, like I'm not signing customers, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, like what products are you using? I don't know. I didn't even open my kit. Like, dude, what? Like, I couldn't wait to open my kit when it came in the mail. I like slapped a wrap on as soon as I opened that thing. I was like popping HSN, having my mom take pictures in the kitchen so I could see how long my hair was going to grow. And like, I got bomb results from the HSN. Like my hair grew over 1.5 inches in 2 weeks. Yeah. Legit. Like I was like, this is not real. Like this is, when I put the pictures together, I was like, whoa. Yeah. And that's why I knew like, okay, like I have my hands on products that work. So that's like half the battle. Yeah. You know, like I'm confident that these things are going to work because I did everything that I could to grow out my hair from the time I chopped it off in hairdressing school until I started taking hair, skin, and nails. And like after I had the baby, like you see all my baby hairs growing back because for those of you who don't know, you like go bald after you have a child.
I see all of you guys post about that and I'm like, oh great, something else to look forward to.
I literally thought I was going to be bald by Christmas with the way that my hair was coming out in the shower. And it didn't happen till like 4 or 5, like like 5 months after I had him, I like took a shower one day and like literally like a small rat came out of my hair. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to be bald.
That sounds great. Okay, so seriously though, when I first joined the business, I was very like, this is bad, but honestly, I did not freaking care what the products were. I was like, give me the money. Like, how do I make it? Like, I don't care. And then I was signing, maybe like 4 customers a month. And then I started running my auto ship. I started using the products. I started falling in love with the products. And since then, I average like 20 plus customers a month because it's so easy for me to talk about the products because I'm obsessed with them. And people can tell too. Like, it's not just having your own before and after pictures, but it's that confidence and excitement that it gives you, and people can tell when that's genuine or not. So find something to fall in love with. There's like 50 options, so find something. So,
yeah, for sure.
Okay, so I don't want to keep you forever. So if you just want to leave us with like last words of wisdom or any, hype motivation that you want to share with us to finish the month strong. I mean, it's only like halfway through, but
oh my God, there's so much month left. Dude, there's so much month left. It's not really like any specific thing. It's like, okay, so like this week, it just, for instance, like I've talked to a few girls and they're just kind of feeling like stuck. Like they kind of like, I don't know, lost their purpose in the business. Like they just kind of are like not really sure, like there's no direction. And what I have been telling my girls to do is to get out a new vision board. We all make our dream boards in the beginning of the year. And then you kind of like maybe like lose sight of it. So like last like 2 weeks ago, I redid my goal board and I don't have it set up as a dream board. I have it set up as like an actual goal board, the things that like I want to achieve, like that, like I'm going to achieve. And it's very, very specific. Like I have on here, like promote to triple diamond in May, 42,000 GV, get with a $12,000 check. And when I do that, I'm going to buy myself a new desk. And like, it's like very specifically spelled out. And like everything that's like a big accomplishment has a reward tied to it, that like something I'm going to do for myself. And it's just like super, super specific, not just like pacing. Like there's no pictures of anything on it. It's literally just all stuff that I wrote down that is like, these are my goals. And when you get back in alignment with the things that you want to accomplish, it gives you that drive again to start working. You fall in and out of love with this business. I've fallen in and out of love with this business many times over the last 4 years. It's just one of those things. It's like any job, no one like loves their job every day of their lives. But when you know what your purpose is and you can say, I know that like because of this business and these are the opportunities that it's going to give me. And when you get all that stuff in alignment together, it just makes you excited again. So like fall back in love with your business. Do something to make you love it. So commit to a 90-day challenge with 2 of the products. Fall in love with the products again. Try something that you haven't tried before, maybe that like you've been thinking about trying. Get in touch with your team, like get on power hours and work with your team. It's so much more fun when you're doing things together than when you're trying to go at it alone. Mm-hmm. And the last thing I would just say is like, if you feel like you're stuck or, you are in a rut or you're like questioning things, like go and unfollow anybody who makes you feel not good about your business. Because I did that last month. I unfollowed my friends. I unfollowed like leaders in the company. Like I don't even care. Like anyone who is not making me vibe good about my business, I unfollowed them. Like, sorry, it's not you, it's me. It's not a personal thing. It's a business thing. And like, I just don't feel good seeing any of this stuff. Put your blinders on and figure out like what your goal is. What do you want to achieve? What do you need? Where do you need to be in the next 3 months? And just put your head down and work. Stop making excuses. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. When bad things happen, cry for a second and then get over it and work your business, because you do not have control over anything that's happening around you. There are very, very few things in life that you have control over. But how you work this business every day is one of the things that you 100% are in control of. And I promise you that when you hit your goal at the end of that month or the end of those 2 months or the end of those 3 months, you are not going to care about all the little shit that happened on the way there that made you sad for that moment. Like last month was personally one of the hardest months for me, like that I've went through in my business on like a personal level. Like I literally cried every single day. Lots of just not good positive things were happening. And I was like, okay, I can either lay in bed and be sad and feel sorry for myself, or I can go message and get up some host to post and enroll some customers because that's going to make me feel better. So that's what I did. I just pushed back against it because you can't control the negative things that are happening around you, but you can control what you're doing with your business. It is 100% in your hands, your promotion, your paychecks. It is literally all up to you. So get your head out of your butt, stop feeling bad for yourself, and go work because nobody else is going to do it for you.
Boom. There you go.
Boom. Mic drop.
Mic drop, yes. Okay. Thank you so much. That was
You're
so good.
welcome. I love your accent. I can just listen to you talk all day.
Oh my gosh. Well, you have an accent to me. You probably, like, I don't hear my accent, but everybody talks about it.
No, you have the cutest accent. Right? Like you and Carly Guerrero. I could listen to Carly talk all day. She has the cutest freaking accent.
She's from Texas, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for hopping on. I really
thank you for having me.
I'm going to stop the recording and I will